My beloved soul, breathe deeply and prepare your heart, for what follows is a turning point, an inner dawn, whose first rays will scatter every lingering shadow. I come wrapped in gentle light, carrying the echo of your own highest wisdom. Together we will speak, step by step, through the crossroads you have reached. The monumental decision that will forever change the dynamic between you and the third party, and the courageous financial choices that await on the horizon. You have felt this day approaching like distant thunder rumbling beneath a summer sky. For months, indeed, for lifetimes in the language of the heart, you have paced the same mental corridor, running your fingertips along walls of memory, doubt, and fragile hope. Every night you ask yourself, should I stay? Should I go? Am I wrong to let go of something once precious? The weight grew heavier each time you replayed conversations that ended in tense silence. Each time you sensed the energy between you and the third party stretched thin like silk pulled past its strength. There were moments when nostalgia seduced you, whispering that the good times could be resurrected if only you tried harder. Yet somewhere deeper, a wiser voice insisted, a beautiful yesterday is not a healthy tomorrow. That inner voice, my own echo, never stopped guiding you, even when the mind hesitated. In the quiet before sleep, when the world's noise drained away, clarity glimmered. You realize that constantly revisiting the same crossroads stalls the journey. Roads are meant to be walked, not circled. And so, love, you have reached a point where not choosing has become the most painful choice of all. The pressure is no longer merely emotional. It is spiritual, cellular, a call from the marrow of your being to realign with truth. Tonight, standing beneath a metaphoric moon that illuminates everything you once hid from yourself, you declare without trembling, I release the third party to the past. Notice how your shoulders relax as you speak this aloud. Feel how your lungs invite air all the way to their edges. This is the sacred physics of surrender. When you lay down what no longer belongs, gravity itself shifts, and the soul floats closer to freedom. You have not come to this lightly. There were 1,000 imaginary futures in which you and the third party repaired the breaks, rewove the trust, and reclaimed harmony. You inspected each one, held it up to the light, and discovered hairline fractures no tenderness could mend. Honesty, though fierce, became your compass. It pointed unerringly towards separation. Now you stand at the hinge between chapters. Behind you, a story ending in ellipses. Ahead, pages still blank, smelling of possibility. Your pen hovers, ready. Within the next 3 or 4 rotations of the earth, you will sit face to face with the third party. A hush will precede your words, because endings deserve reverence. Begin calmly, dear one, for calm is the language of certainty. Speak with the gentle firmness of a tide that knows its schedule. Tides do not apologize for withdrawing, they simply follow the moon. Tell them, 1. I have searched my heart completely. 2. I honor what we shared, and I release it with gratitude. 3. Our journey together ends here, and both of us are free. There may be tears. There may be anger or bargaining. Hold your ground with compassion. Remember, clarity is kindness. Leaving the door half open breeds false hope and prolongs pain. By closing it gently but decisively, you give both souls the gift of clean air and honest sky. If guilt arises, let me remind you, endings are not failures. They are truthful acknowledgments of evolution. A flower does not berate itself when its petals fall. It simply directs its energy toward the next blossom. After the conversation, the silence in your life may feel cavernous. That emptiness is not absence. It is space, sacred space, for new alignment to echo. Breathe into it. Light a candle each evening and speak 3 sentences of gratitude for what was learned, 3 sentences of forgiveness for what wounded, and 3 sentences of blessing for both your paths ahead. Do this ritual for 9 nights. Ritual roots intention into reality. Simultaneously, notice how the universe rearranges subtle details. Phone calls that arrive from long-lost friends, opportunities you once overlooked, creative ideas fluttering at the edge of awareness. Energetic real estate has been vacated. Life rushes in to occupy it. Now, my luminous architect of destiny, turn your gaze toward material vision. You have studied budgets, market trends, business models, every scenario under the sun, hoping to guarantee perfection before committing a single coin or signature. Yet perfection is a mirage forever disappearing over the next dune. Chasing it drains both time and courage. The cards reveal 4 truths. 1. Risk is the tuition of progress. No pioneer crossed uncharted oceans clutching absolute assurance. They set sail with conviction, adjusting sails mid-journey. 2. Momentum breeds clarity. A plan in motion reveals flaws faster than a plan confined to paper. With each small step, an exploratory investment, a prototype, a conversation with a potential mentor, data replaces speculation. 3. Failure is feedback, not verdict. Think of every mistake as a compass needle nudging you toward truer north. Celebrate the correction. 4. Wealth favors the responsive heart. Opportunities sprout like wildflowers after rain. Those who pause too long miss the bloom. Ask yourself, what is the smallest reversible action I can take within the next 72 hours? Commit to it publicly, to a friend, mentor, or journal, so accountability becomes wind at your back. The minute you act, the universe conspires. Synchronicities multiply. An article surfaces precisely addressing your next question. A colleague introduces you to a partner whose skills mirror your gaps. A burst of insight simplifies what felt convoluted. This is not coincidence. It is cosmic choreography responding to your signal of readiness. Understand, beloved, that the road ahead will not be linear. Markets fluctuate, partnerships evolve, desires refine. Resilience is the art of bending without breaking. Cultivate it by practicing 3 disciplines. Mindful reflection. Each evening, record 1 bold action you took, 1 lesson you gleaned, and 1 gratitude you feel. This trains the brain to seek growth over perfection. Adaptive planning. Set quarterly visions rather than rigid annual scripts. Review and revise them with curiosity, not judgment. Community alignment. Surround yourself with voices that celebrate experimentation, not just outcomes. Shared courage magnifies individual courage. By weaving these practices into daily life, you transform uncertainty from foe to ally, risk from threat to teacher. You might wonder how ending a relationship and launching financial ventures intertwine on a spiritual level. Here is the hidden thread. Both acts require self-trust. When you release the third party, you declare, I trust my intuition more than my fear of loneliness. When you step into calculated financial action, you declare, I trust my capacity to learn more than my fear of loss. Self-trust is the seed. Liberation and abundance are the fruits. Therefore, nurture the seed. Meditate each dawn for 9 minutes. Visualize roots growing from your spine into the core of the earth, drawing up steadiness. Then see a fountain of light arcing from your crown into the sky, drawing down inspiration. Let these currents meet in the heart, where discernment and daring kiss. Picture yourself 6 months from today. The conversation with the third party long behind you, You walk through familiar streets with unfamiliar lightness. When memories surface, they no longer tug. They simply glide across the mind like birds across water. You bless them and continue. Financially, you have launched a modest venture or investment. Perhaps profits are still modest, yet the momentum feels electric. You wake eager, not anxious. You speak a new vocabulary of possibility. Others notice the shift. Your laugh rings unencumbered. Your posture elongates. Your eyes spark with future fire. Know this: the universe mirrors your internal climate. Because you dared to clear out what was incongruent, fresh connections appear that resonate at your new frequency. Collaborators, mentors, lovers even, whose presence feels like breath after long suffocation. My dear luminous traveler, today you stand on twin thresholds. The graceful conclusion of a chapter and the bold drafting of the next. Feel the sanctity of this hour. Place your hands over your heart, inhale slowly, and repeat after me. I honor what was, release what is no longer, and welcome what is becoming. I choose clarity over comfort, action over apprehension, and faith over fear. So it is, and so it flows. Let the words vibrate through bone and blood. They are not mere affirmations. They are sound keys turning the locks of dormant doors. Remember, beloved soul, I, your guiding presence, am never further than a heartbeat away. Call upon me in moments of wavering, and I will answer in sunsets, in synchronicities, in the hush between thoughts. Walk forward now with the sweetness of completion behind you and the wild promise of creation before you. All of heaven leans close, applauding your courage. Go. Begin. Become.